WPSP. We Pick Sports. It's the We Pick Sports podcast. You're now tuning in to WPSP, the We Pick Sports podcast.
Thanks for tuning in to WPSP. I'm Chris Miller, a.k.a. Bill Skateboard.
It's your guy, Aaron, man.
It's Petey J in the hizzy.
And we're here after the wild card week. Now we're heading into the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. But before we dig into, we got 4 games this week?
Yep.
Before we dig into that, we'll take care of our Western New York entertainers out there with a couple promos. First up, I think they're all Twitch streamers.
Yep.
We got Mike Page is Big Sixer TTV. We've said it before. It's BIG, the number 6, IXER TTV. And if you're looking for some nice, crazy video game streams, beers being shotgunned, and just some absolute hype, come on and tune in to Big Sixer TTV.
Yep, and he does a lot of that. I stream the Petey J, pretty simple. We stream iRacing content. I race at the top level on there, some good content. Come chill with me and my teammates. We have a good time. We get rowdy. And yeah, that's all you really need to know. You just need to drop a fall and you'll have a good time.
And if you like feet.
And if you like feet, I have a feet cam.
cam.
I always forget about the foot cam. People love that.
Yeah, and we'll give Eric Wittenberg, good old Beans, a shout out. He streams on Twitch. His name is Wittyman21. He's beautiful. I mean, his voice is just so soothing, and he'll give you a good show.
He has the most iconic moments out of all of us, I'll be honest. Like, the content for him might not consistently be as good, but when he is on, he is fucking on.
The most clipped moment.
Yeah, he has the most clippable stream, for sure.
Fucking GTA horse races were killing it last night, man. This shit was awesome.
Dude, he was going on, like, some rant about how he's the chosen one, and he got way too into it, man. He was, like, taking his shirt off, twerking.
Oh, boy.
Woo.
But yeah, so football.
Yeah. Those are your 3 Western New York entertainers, and you got some Western New York entertainment right here with WPSP. And first game we got here is Saturday at 4:30. We got the Houston Texans with C.J. Stroud on fire, heading down to some rested Ravens down in Baltimore. These guys met week 1, I think. I think it was C.J. Stroud's introduction into the NFL.
It was a good game, wasn't it?
He lost 25-9, but he didn't have any picks, no touchdowns, but I mean, it's the Ravens, and that was the Texans, and back then we didn't expect much. But look at them now. Divisional round, Texans, Ravens. I think this will be a close one, but I think the Ravens are going to take care of business. I'm rooting for the Texans so the Bills can get that home game, but I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one.
Yeah, I think this will be an entertaining game. Obviously, the Texans are a lot different team than they were the first week of the season. I remember when I was watching that game, I was like, oh, the Texans kept that closer than I thought they probably would.
In the first half, and then they got routed.
Yeah, then they kind of got routed at the end. The Ravens really pulled away. I'm also going to go Ravens in this game, though. I think the Ravens just have too much speed on defense and too much speed on offense, obviously, really, for Houston to keep up. Houston's a good story this year, but there's still a lot of holes in that roster. I think Lamar is going to have his way with that defense, and I just don't think they're going to be able to score enough against the Ravens defense that's been pretty filthy all season long. I think the Ravens win this one going away, and they're going to be heading to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. The Texans certainly weren't the team they are now. Week 1, there's no real reason to believe that they can win, but I'm gonna pick them. I like CJ Stroud, like I said. He's gonna rise to the occasion and fucking figure it out, I guess. I don't know what the weather or anything's gonna be like there. Hopefully it's normal.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Baltimore weather.
But it's going to be cold here, and I imagine it's going to be cold there, too.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
I mean, who knows? I don't know. I like CJ Stroud, and I want the Bills to play at home, so, yeah. Texans.
I'm hoping Aaron's right. What do we got? Next Saturday game is 8:15 p.m. We got the Packers, who just absolutely routed the choky Cowboys.
Yep.
Going up against the rested Niners. The Niners, I'm actually more concerned about. I think they could be a better team than the Ravens at times. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, the Ravens beat them, though.
The Ravens beat them handedly.
Yeah, because the Niners are more concerned about coming off of rest because they had more dips than the Ravens did through the season. Yeah. And it's like, what kind of Brock Purdy are we going to get? Mm-hmm. But they should all be healthy. So it's definitely a dangerous team. The Packers, though, are coming into their own. All their receivers are healthy, and they're looking good. But I don't think the Packers will get over this hump in this game, and I think the Niners will come away with it with a field goal win.
So back to the Ravens just for a quick second. It was kind of funny about them. They actually, you were talking about how they didn't really have any dips. They only trailed, I think it was 9 minutes the entire season, if you don't count the Steelers game where they rested everyone the last game of the year. They only trailed 9 minutes the entire season. So, I mean, yeah, they really a pretty good start to finish. For the 49ers, I have concerns about them. Number one, Kyle Shanahan is a perennial choker. Everyone tries to act like this guy is like the greatest coach. People act like he's Bill Belichick, and the guy just chokes every year in the playoffs. I don't quite get it. He has the best roster in the league by far, and people want to act like he's the Jesus of football. But, I mean, obviously the Niners have the better roster. The Packers, though, really came into their own at the end of the year, and their defense has been playing good. If Jair Alexander plays, I like what their defense can do to that 49ers offense. They've been good up front on defense. They have a good young rotation of players in that defensive line. And on offense, they don't really have any superstar weapons, but they just have a lot of young guys who are just all good at different things. And they're really good at spreading the ball around. Jordan Love has really come into his own at the end of the year. This Packers team kind of reminds me of the 2010 Packers team, where they kind of were mediocre all year. Then at the end, Aaron Rodgers just kind of got hot and he took them all the way. I'm going to pick the Packers in the upset special of the week. I just think the 49ers, I think they're just going to come out a little bit slow. I think the Packers will come out ready to play, and it's going to be another Kyle Shanahan choke job. I'm going with the Packers.
I did like that. The Packers, I think they won the toss against the Cowboys and chose to take the ball first and just went down there and scored.
And they just never stopped the whole game.
They said, this is what we're fucking doing. Get mushroom stamped or get out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the thought process behind that, but I'm just not going to go with that. I really like the 49ers defensive line. It's so nasty with Chase Young and freaking Nick Bosa. I think they're going to wreak havoc and force Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love's balls. Everybody knows I love Jordan Love's balls.
He has good balls.
Season long.
He had me doubting a little bit here and there, but his balls lately have been freaking primetime balls. And I don't really like Brock Purdy all that much. I think he's more of a game manager. But Christian McCaffrey is just so nasty and so explosive. And then you got Debo and Ayuk. I just think, not to mention George Kittle, they have so many weapons. I just think they're going to be too much. And I don't think they'll choke yet. Maybe next week.
Yeah, exactly.
49ers will get it done by probably a touchdown.
Still a close game. Yeah. Those are Saturday games, and we got 2 Sunday games to round out the week. First one up is at 3 p.m. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. This one,
Baker,
I can't believe one of these teams is going to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah. Who would have thought, man? This one, I mean, the Eagles were like tanking. I mean, they're just falling apart.
I could give two shits who wins this game.
Honestly, I think I'm going to root for
I think they're both good stories. I think I'm rooting for the Lions.
I think I'm rooting for the Lions, too.
But
these guys met earlier.
Could do that, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Whoever loses or whoever wins this game, if the Bills can't get it done, I'm cheering for the winner of this game.
Probably.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, these two guys met earlier in the season. I think the Lions routed them.
It's 25-6.
But they were different teams back then. The Lions, though, didn't have their running backs either. I think they only had Amon St. Brown, and both their running backs are out. But either way, they're different teams now. But
now they don't got Laporta.
Oh, fuck.
Did he get injured last game?
He got his knee fucking smacked in the last game of the year.
No, he played last week.
He played last week?
He got a touchdown. He was fine.
Really?
He tweaked his knee.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ketamine.
Must be.
But yeah, with this one, as much as I love rooting for the Bucs and Baker, and I have been a lot this year, I think I'm going to ride with the Lions on this one. So far, I'm sticking with the high seeds on all of it, but I'm going with the Lions on this.
Yeah, I almost talked myself into the Buccaneers this game because Baker's been playing good, and I like the story of the Buccaneers. And that is a roster that's won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. People forget that, but that was mostly the same roster, but obviously minus the greatest player of all time. But mostly the same roster that won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. I'm going to go with the Lions, though. And to me, it just comes down to one thing, and that's speed. I just think the Lions are too fast for an old Buccaneers team to hang out with. I think the speed on offense is just going to absolutely torch the Lions' defense. I think it could be even worse than the first time they played. And even on the defensive side, it's not the Buccaneers aren't a fast team. Mike Evans is a 50-50 ball guy at this point in his career. Chris Godwin's lost a step. David Moore's their third receiver, and I think he's like 30. There's not a ton of speed on the Buccaneers.
Yo.
The Lions' defense, there is a lot lot of speed. And I just...
You cooking them so hard. Poor Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers are just happy to be here, man. This is a great story for Baker. I'm proud of Baker. I wanted the Bills to get Baker back in that draft, man. That was who I was cheering for the Bills to get. I remember sitting there all pissed off we got Josh Allen because I wanted Baker Mayfield.
You don't got to come for him that hard.
But, dude, there is kind of
Rashad White's got like 1,700 all-purpose yards, bro.
Yeah, and it's not going to really matter much in this game because I think Detroit wins this one with their speed running away. I think it's going to be like, I don't know, like 32-10 or something along those lines. I just think the Lions are I think it's a mismatch.
I think that's a more bold take than the Packers upset.
I can't believe the disrespect to Baker.
Maybe not.
Baker's going to win this game. Just kidding. No, he's not. I got the Lions. I agree with Pete. They're too much for the poor Buccaneers. But I think the Buccaneers will hang tough for a little bit. But I think the Lions eventually will just pull away and it'll be too much for them. I think it'll still be a close, like, 10-point game till the end, but who knows? Lions are pretty good.
Detroit Rock City. Most important game.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's motherfucking Chiefs and Bills meeting again in the playoffs. Only this time they're coming to our house.
Pat Mahomes has only ever played in Buffalo once.
Damn.
Yeah, and there was no fans.
Oh, is that COVID?
Yeah, it was COVID.
Was it like an afternoon COVID game?
That was when I was working at Wegmans.
It was the game that didn't even really matter.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, we're getting routed.
It was Josh's third year.
Did we
I think.
lose that one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got fucked.
It was 34-17.
Yeah, we couldn't fucking.
But that was literally 2020.
Yeah, that was before we were established.
Yeah.
That was we were still.
Oh, that's when the Titans routed us too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
That was
a rough year.
That was
but
the
then we
Tuesday
figured it
Titans
out.
game because of COVID.
But that was just remarkable because we both won our division every year, so we play them every year. We play them in the playoffs every year. I cannot believe Pat Mahomes has only had to
We
come to Buffalo
always find a way
once.
to blow it to not be the first seed.
I
So
know.
we'd always be so good and then just not.
I don't know how the regular season scheduling works though. Every year we have to go there. I don't quite understand
Yeah,
that.
I don't
someone's
know
shafting
either.
us
I don't-
over
I
that.
don't
It's
know
kind of
what's going
bullshit
on
if you
with
ask
that.
me. I think it's
We're looking at you, Roger.
I think it's 6-1
I
in
think
terms
they
of us
have to
going there and
come
then
here
coming
this year and this upcoming year.
That's good because they should.
I could be
fucking
wrong
time.
though. It could
Yeah.
be wrong.
I'm pretty sure they have a 6-1 advantage of home field.
I know it's
bullshit.
crazy. I agree. Every game,
Every
game
game's an
except
Arrowhead.
one.
Yeah.
And that's a good home field advantage, just like ours is. It's bullshit.
But Josh does have him beat in the regular season. Which
does.
I wish
And
it
he's
was
about
the
to have
playoffs.
him beat in the
but
playoffs,
I know. I wish it was that way. But
Yes, sir. He's gonna.
It's gonna.
Well, he beat him once too, but we just fucking choked on D
Yeah.
in the playoffs. I don't care. That wasn't Josh's fault that day.
Nah, he beat them.
Yeah,
And then they changed the overtime rule
Right.
the next year.
Because even Roger Goodell,
We would have
that's kind of
lost.
bullshit.
We don't win overtime games,
No.
man.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So we better not go to overtime.
But yeah, there was one thing I saw as an article I was reading of just the NFL people who they're picking. So it's 5 people. 4 of them picked the Chiefs, and only one
sir.
picked the Bills, and that really pissed me off. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's what I
is
like to
this?
hear.
But the Chiefs are heating up. Don't get me wrong, but I think
Chiefs are good.
I think
Our defense is hurt.
We beat them before, and we've come over it. We're tenacious. We're determined, and I think the Bills are going to get the dub. I'll be there to see it in person. Freezing my nads off up in the 300 section. But I'm going to be there to see the Bills advance to the conference championship.
Yes, sir.
I think if I wasn't a Bills fan, I'd probably be picking the Chiefs in this game just because of all the playoff woes we've had. But obviously, I can't be doing that because I'm a Bills fan, and I think we're a better team this year. However, the defensive injuries are a concern. Number one, Kyrie Elam seeing the field, which is a problem.
He's a dog,
and he had an
dude.
interception last game, but also every other time I watched him, he was just
He had a
grabbing
rough
dudes, and he couldn't hang with
beginning,
people.
but they don't call that too many flags.
They don't call that, but
usually in the playoffs,
it's a
they
problem
let
for me
you-
though when a starting corner can't hang with a dude, so he just has.
We
to
need Taron
result-
Johnson back.
Yes, we need Taron Johnson.
If he's
back.
not back, we're pretty
Is
well in
Rasul-
trouble.
I can promise you that if Kyrie
know
Elam's on the field the whole game, Patrick Mahomes is going to abuse him. It's going to be bad. There's going to be a lot of pass interferences, and it's just not going to be great. But regardless, the Bills' offense has come into its own. We beat them in the regular season. I think that the Bills should win this game. It's at home. We've really, we're on a 6 or 7 game win streak. I think it's 7 now after the playoff win.
Yeah,
we won a lot of games in a row. That's all I know. And it's at home finally against the Chiefs.
Josh,
we're 8-1 at home.
For me, it's really now or never. The Chiefs are having a down year.
Showing his nuts, dude.
The Chiefs are having a down year. Joe Burrow's not in the playoffs. We really just got to do it this year. We can't keep fucking around. We can't wait till next year when Joe Burrow's healthy again because he fucking owns us for whatever reason.
Fuck the Bengals.
We got to...
It's just because we play a stupid-ass, weak-ass zone.
Yeah, we got to make sure that we get it done this year. If it's not this year, I'm going to be upset because it's the future... Guys are getting older. Our roster's getting expensive the next year or two. We really got to get it done this year. I hope that we do, and we're on our way to the AFC title game against Baltimore because as much as Joe Burrow owns us, Josh kind of owns Lamar in that matchup. We've beat them a lot more than they've beat us. So we got to get it done. I'm picking the Bills. It has to be this year.
Yeah, Josh owns Lamar, but he's also been owning Patrick recently.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we couldn't beat the Chiefs for a while. Like, he started off, I don't know what it was, but he started off pretty well over. Like, the head-to-head matchup wasn't really that close. We were like, if we don't win this one, like, the head-to-head's like 4-1 or something like that. Like, so, but now Josh, he's been really doing this shit. So I don't know. And I know the next couple years are going to be troublesome, but as long as we got Josh at quarterback, I think we could always win.
Yeah.
If he gets hot at the right time.
Gotta have good drafts.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But like I said, as long as we have Josh, I have faith in this team to get it done any year. Just give us a chance in the playoffs, and I think he could will his way. But this year's the year, so we're taking care of the Chiefs. The Chiefs are good, and our defense is freaking hurt.
They're
really
hurt.
hurt.
Still hurt too?
Yeah, I think he'll probably be out this week. I don't know.
That's why I think Elam's going to have to play, which is unfortunate.
Is Spector hurt too?
He's hurt. I don't know if he's going to be back or not.
He might just have to play.
I think Dodson should be back. Benford did not participate today. Dodson, limited participant, so he'll probably play. Rasul Douglas, limited participant, he'll probably play.
We need him to play. He needs to play this game.
Spector didn't practice.
I'd love if Vaughn would pull his head out of his
Gabe
ass
didn't
just for the
practice.
playoffs.
He doesn't care anymore.
No.
He's
like, my knee's fucked up.
He's like, when's Cancun?
Yeah.
Taryn was limited.
He's got 2 rings, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has
Rams
2.
and Broncos.
Rams, Broncos, played great in both Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah,
His legacy's
We're
established.
taking care of these motherfuckers. We're going to beat them. It'll be a close game, but Bills are going to be in the fucking AFC Championship game, and they're going to win next week, too, and then the 2 weeks after that, they're going to win, too. So
against the Detroit Lions.
It's going to be parade day.
The fucking Lions are
parade day in Buffalo.
Absolutely routed by us.
Yeah, dude,
they are not going to be ready for the moment.
We got to get it done this year, man. Like, we have to get past the Pat Mahomes bump.
It's our year. I've been saying that all year, even when we sucked.
There are Detroit Pistons, Like, we just got to get past them in the playoffs. And it just has to be this year because they're having a down year. We're hot right now. If we don't get it done this year, I don't know.
Khalil Shakir, my motherfucking guy from Boise State, who I wanted to draft so bad, and when we drafted him, I about shit my pants. He's been going off.
That shit where he fucking posted up the hand.
Oh my gosh, dude. And that Josh Rowe, dude.
Yeah,
God.
That was
Quick
crazy.
stutter step, 52 fucking yards.
Some guy
so
was trying to tell me
nasty.
to fake slide. I'm
Dude,
like,
when he's
"That's not a
hot,
fake
he
slide."
can make every... No, it
It was
wasn't.
a stutter
That
step.
guy was an idiot at my work.
When he's hot, dude, there's no throw he can't make. It's
No, there
just
isn't.
terrifying.
Yeah, I'd hate to be a defender.
I just hope the weather's clear, because I'll take my guys over there, guys.
I agree.
In a fair weather. I mean, I know we're Buffalo, blah, blah, blah. We shouldn't want... But with Josh Allen, you want a nice, clean game.
You want to be able to throw.
You want him to be able
everything.
to... I mean, obviously, wins, whatever, you're going to give the advantage probably to Josh. But in this, Patrick is just as good.
Bad
in
weather
the win.
favors the Chiefs.
Yeah, I
The
don't
way
want
they've been
anything to
playing.
do with that. I just... Pacheco's fucking terrifying, too.
Yeah.
That motherfucker runs harder than shit.
He does. If it's a bad weather game with the way our
I
defense
don't
has
want
been, that's
we need
not
to,
good.
To pop that dude.
Yeah.
Like, hit him hard. I don't mean, like, hurt him or anything. I just mean, like, we got to
just
let
hit
him
him,
know
yeah.
that we're not going to back down.
Yeah,
Like, because he's going to run hard all game. Like, you can't fucking let him just...
Yeah,
I know no matter what happens, this is going to be like a one-possession game late in the fourth quarter. We're just going to have to find a way to win it
And
whether
this
we're down
time,
or
Josh
out.
is going to have his moment. And then he's going to have another moment. And then he's not going to win MVP. Lamar will MVP. And then Josh is going to win the Super Bowl.
Fuck
And he's
yeah.
going to win Super Bowl MVP, and we're finally going to get that freaking ESPN 30 for 30, baby.
We're going to get that 30
We're
for
gonna
30.
get that 30 for 30.
We're probably going to get that 30 for 30. Oh, man, I'm going to take like a week off work if we win the Super Bowl. I'm going to the parade, dude, getting lit.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to cry if we win the Super Bowl.
Drink so much Super Bowl night if we go to the Super win or lose. But
oh, you win or lose. I'm not. If we make the Super Bowl, I'm not going to work the next day.
Oh, no. Maybe not the next day, too. I might take the next 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, it's probably. It's a shame it's on a Sunday because like I'd just take a long weekend, but I don't want to take a whole week for that. Probably like a day or two.
I might take 2,
yeah.
Especially if we lose.
God, if we lose, I can't.
But we won't have that problem. We won't have that problem.
But I would definitely take 2. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to go talk to anyone.
Yeah,
just take the whole month off. I had another kid. Sorry, can't come in right now.
Sorry,
give me that FMLA.
All right, but yeah, anything else? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're all set.
Big fucking fight: Strickland versus Duplessis, baby. Sabres are playing right now. Are they winning? Who the hell knows? Probably not.
By the time it's live, we'll know.
Who the hell knows? They'll probably have lost. It is 0-0.
Ooh.
With 9:36 left in the first against the 13-29 Chicago Blackhawks.
They're pretty good.
So if we don't win this game, we are
done.
Stinky. But yeah, go Sean Strickland.
Yeah, originally I said I was going to root DDP way back in the summer.
I like DDP, but I like Sean Strickland. He's cool.
That was if he was going to fight Adesanya.
Yeah.
Was it Adesanya?
Yeah.
I think I'm going with Strickland now. Now
like
that it's Strickland. Yeah, I'm going with Strickland too.
Yeah, go Strickland.
It'd be a good fight. Praying Mantis versus White Trash.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.